G'day guys, welcome back. This is going to be part one of building the F-35A Lightning. Before we get stuck into it, I just wanted to apologise on when we looked at the box preview of what you get inside the box of it all. Just want to apologise, there was some sort of noise in the background. Buzzing noise, I'm not too sure what it was. I do apologise for that. I find that extremely annoying, so I'm really sorry for that. Alan, thanks for bringing that up for me, so thank you again, but I'm very sorry for that. It's something I try and work better at, I guess. But let's get into part one of building the F-35A Lightning. We're going to be doing from steps 1 through to 4, so I'll show you from those steps and explain a few things along the way. So let's get into this journey of building the F-35A Lightning. Okay guys, just we're doing steps 1 through to 4 in the book, so the first couple of pages. Just to show you first, I've done all my markings of what I am doing, as I've marked here US Air Force is what I'm doing, so I've marked off in blue what I need to do. So that's just to keep me on track with it all. So let's have a look at, explain what I've done. Now I've had to drill out the holes for, and they varies range from 1 mil to 1.5 mil what you've got to drill for the C, which is, we turn over the page, which is the beast mode that we're going to be doing. And we'll turn back over this page. So I've marked everything C that I need to do. Now, so okay, let's have a look at what I've done so far. As I'm bringing this over, maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of the book now, and that way we can have a look at this first part of our journey, I guess, if I could put it that way. Now I'll move that book totally out of the way. So what we've done here, what it's asking us to do is to do this, all this section first, drill it out my holes where I need to drill them out, put on this part at the end here. Also started to do the cockpit part, so I wonder if I can bring that up closer for you so you can have a bit more of a better look at that. Oh, it's going out of focus there. I just hope you guys can see that. So that's that. What I've done there is cockpit, part of the cockpit, installed it underneath. You got to put it underneath there. So that's all that done. It's also asking us to paint our, which is our LP14, LP59 in those colors. Gonna have to tape them off. It suggested that you do that, painted that first, so I'm gonna have to tape them off. Then we've put in our clear part here. What I've done here is, because it recommends that we spray this with X11. I don't use X11 all that much. It doesn't pop with that silver as much as I use titanium silver. So what I did was sprayed it black and then wait for that to dry and put my titanium silver on. Now it's got these three little parts here that got to remain clear, and you do get the stickers that you need to put on, and they are super small. I had problems with the first one, but an idea, if I could just move this out the way, is what I did was put my ruler up against here, and up against here. And I didn't cut that end bit, because what I did was, once I cut my three sides, and this is just to help you out, and you guys might know a better way, but this is, I found this way easier. I didn't cut the smaller corner first, so what I did was just grabbed underneath, grabbed the sticker, so I lifted it off the paper, and then just go along with the hobby knife and then cut that smaller bit, and then that way you can lift it off. So that's the way I found that easy. They are very, very small stickers, and so I've got them on. So all this is going to be primed later on, so you won't see in this silver part on the outside. So that's what it's asked us to do in step 1 in that way, and we've had to put this together as well. This is our rear part, so that comes in 3 pieces, so you've got to put that together, and it's all coming well, quite good actually. So as you can see here, that is it there, but I'll be putting that on later. I won't be putting that on now. And also we have these parts here, which go in here. I'm not going to put them on at the moment until I need to put the transfers on, because it's going to be a bit of a tight fit if I put these on now and try and work around with the transfers while these are on. So I'm not going to put them on now. I'm going to put them on much more later when I do the transfers. So that's that part done. It's looking very, very nice. It's coming together well. I'm quite happy with it at the moment. Then and then what's asked to do in step 2 is I've already done the cockpit area here, as you can see in the book right here. All what we got to do, our colors, our putting together, so, and then put it in the fuselage, the cockpit area. So that's that done. Then we're going on to step 4, which is this part here. Now this is it's a bit tricky, this part is, because this is it here, as we move this out the way. So that is our 4 sides put together. Our nose landing gear bay, this is. So, and then we got to paint everything. If I got to grab my thing, so we got to paint everything green. It's best off to paint this while it's in separate pieces, because you're not going to get that painted while putting this all together. There's no way knowing that's going to happen. So that's our nose landing gear bay. We've got a few transfers in there. Hopefully you can see that as well in there, and that side as well. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could weather this a little bit if you wanted to. I want to make this look brand spanking new, so that's the reason why I'm not weathering anything. Now we've got our landing gear wheel here. Now this recommends that you put it in like that, install in like that. Don't glue one side in first, and then you got to not glue this in, because you got to leave it free. And so glue one side in, then you got another hole here where you got to put it through. So a bit tricky, but don't glue the 2 sides in first until you've got this clicked in the holes. Another suggestion is be very, very careful. That's what it says in the book, which I'll go further on with this and try and find what it says to do with that area. Now, yes, here it is here. So what it is suggesting to do here is it's telling us there's a piece there that's attached to this. Now it's telling us to cut this off while it's in here. I didn't do that because try and cut it off is putting too much pressure on here. So I didn't want to cut that off while it's in there. And we go back to, let's see, sorry for the paper noise. We go back to, where are we? Gone too far in the book. Okay. We've got these two pieces here as well that we've got to put in as well. This particular piece here is what locks this part here, what locks it in. So when it hits, that it needs to hit down there, so it can't go any further. Be careful that you make sure test fit it all first. Make sure that it cannot move any further, because if you could bend that right around going that way, it means that the bottom piece is in too far, or your two sides pieces have not been put in properly. They're not down enough. So just be careful. That is an advice. But yeah, I cut that off before putting it all together. So hopefully that's a bit of advice for you guys. But that is basically our step 1 through to 4 in our build of the F-35A. And yeah, that's it so far. So I'm hoping that I explain everything right. Our next time we speak, we're going to be doing from step 5 through to 8. So yeah, that's what it is so far. Until then, catch you later. Oh, and just another thing before I go, I had a few people message me about what is the early version to the late version. What does that mean? Okay, I'll get the camera out of this section here, and we'll I'll show you what that actually means. Okay, guys, just yeah, sorry if I get a bit shaky with this, but this is what I'm doing in the early version. Now, what it means is what you've been using off your transfers. That's what that means. So yeah, early version is what I need from here, and then it's got the late version on the other side. And as you can see, I've kind of decked it out a little bit so I know where I'm going with this, and that's sort of like the US Air Force, what I'm doing, the American, where decals, well, I need to put them on the plane. So that's down there, and that's sort of like my corrections sheet there. I've got it all planned out, all decked out, so it's all laid out for me. But that's what that means by the early version to the late version. So I hope that helps, and yeah, we'll get stuck into part 2.